Come with me to see the Nexus Viper 25V. Today we are out enjoying the beautiful sun in Kelowna, BC at Travelland RV, and we are going to show you the Nexus Viper 25V. Very cool rig, drivable, B+, all of those details around all the power that's behind this baby you'll find in the construction video, so you can link to that at the end. But as usual, everything we're telling you is the information that Corey and I have spent hours researching to share with you, and in the links in the description you will find the currency converter and the timestamps and the RV resource that we use for research, and you can too. It's all down there. As well, if we're providing you with any value whatsoever, please buy us a coffee, link in the description. And today we want to thank Jeff E. We really appreciate your support. Thank you so much for the coffee. And now, without further ado, let's get on talking about the Nexus Viper 25V. So this one comes on the Ford E350 chassis. You can, if you want, get it on the 450 chassis, and that just changes your cargo carrying capacity some. But all the details about the motor and the horsepower and all those kinds of things you'll get out of that construction video. What we like about the B+ is that there's a cab. It's like a vehicle, and you can just open the door and pop in. They've got these great running boards. We love that. The fact that there's no actual bunk up there just makes it a little smaller, a little more aerodynamic, easier to drive. But you get the wide body. That's where they end up coming up with the B+ thing. And again, we'll tell you all about the steel structure that is on the Nexus in that construction video. It's just a little bit different than others. But let's go around this and check it out. So this one has a big, long, super whole wall slide. And that slide is on a cable-driven system, which is perfectly fine. This is a strong, super duty strong system, and it can handle all of that. This is a nicely well insulated rig, and they use Asdel everywhere, so there's just that extra insulating factor, the mold and mildew resistance. It's a nice product that they use, and they use it all over in this rig. Looking up, you can see that it has slide toppers, standard, I love that, and it has rain rails. Now I want to go down because this is kind of the bummer part, is you got to climb way under here to open the compartments. But you get a 4,000 watt gas Onan generator, and so that runs off of the gas in your tank, but of course it doesn't run you out of gas. It'll shut off before then. Let's go see what else. There's another one, but again, you got to climb under these slides, so be careful, right, to get at them. I also am not in love with the fact that there's nothing holding them up. Fully enclosed underbelly because of the way they build it, so go look at the construction for that, but all of the tanks and everything are enclosed and heated. This is where your batteries are. And then move down this way. Oh, wait a minute, what's here? This is interesting. Okay. Who's gonna open that? Got it. Okay, that part is not convenient for us. But, oh wow, look at what you get inside. Okay, so this is really great space, but it would be very hard. I mean, I don't know that that's an adjustable shelf. It seems kind of stuck in place. Maybe it is, but it seems kind of stuck in there. It's lit both places, but yeah, we can't reach anything up there. I mean, I love the space, but little too high for us. I guess we'd have a stool or something. And I love that it's extra storage. Okay, what do we got? So your fuel fill is down here, and this one opens this way. And okay, so the way they do it is these are fully enclosed. I'm just gonna pull this piece out of the way here. I don't even know why it's there. Here's your tanks and the sensors on them. And like I said, they're heated with ducted heating. These are all sheet metal, and they are completely E-coated, okay? Then your shut-offs are here, and your gray and your black valve is here, but your sewer is right there. So it's convenient. It's good that these valves are enclosed and heated in here, and then you just have that one spot. But you'll have to hook that up and then open this to get at that. You've got cable, you've got an outside shower, and here is where your 30 amp cord would get stored, plus there's lots of other things. Plus there's a 1000 watt pure sine wave inverter in there. These are all lit, so that's all great. This is what I find interesting. And this is where you're connecting your water to fill your tanks or to the post. And then you've got this little valve here that tells you this is winterized, this is fill your tank, this is dry camping, and this is when you're on cities. So you just turn that to whichever space you need to in order to set it up the way you like. From here, let's go around back. Again, be careful on those corners of these slides. I do like that you get windows in your slides as well. We'll take a look at that when we go inside. Ladder to get up on your one-piece fiberglass roof. And again, go check out the construction video where I talk about how each of these walls are made. You do get a backup camera, and coming down to here, you do get a 7,500-pound receiver. But we'll talk about that some more when we get to the numbers. All right, coming around to the passenger side. Here you do get an awning. I'm not sure what the length of that is. I will try to figure it out, but it'll be an electric awning, and it has LED lighting in it. See what's in these compartments. Okay, so that's a nice storage, and it's on the other side, and it's lit. And here is another storage compartment. I mean, these are fair-sized storage compartments. This is a pretty small rig, right? And this one's on a chain, oh I see, to keep it from banging on the exhaust here. I would like to see some kind of system for holding these doors in place. Okay, let's talk tires and wheels. These are aluminum rims, but I think you can get polished steel as well. This is the Hankook tire, and where are those numbers? It is an LT225/75R16. So I hope that gives you lots of tire information. You've got some electric out here. And here's your propane. I will figure out how much propane is in there for you. And another detail that I wanted to share with you on this side, it's on both sides, is you do get side cameras. So when you put your signal light on, you can see what's going on over here. And that's a pretty nice feature. Let's check out this door. Now it is on this little strut here too. So it holds it in place. It doesn't allow it to open all the way. It doesn't hook up to the side of the RV. It's also not going to hit the awning, but it again isn't going to open any more than this, and that'll be what holds it in the wind. You do get a nice screen door. This seems like a really tall door to me as well. Maybe just because it's way the heck up there. You also get an electric stair, which is nice. So when you open the door, the stair just comes out for you, but you also want to be sure that it is set to stay out when you want it out. Otherwise, it might not be there when you come out. This is also a metal stair. Now everything else that's metal on here is really well E-coated, so you'll want to make sure you take care of this as well. And I've also noticed that there's no door handle out here. Just something Corey and I would like. You do get the frameless windows as well. Pros and cons, right? They're not my fave just because I'd like them to open a little more and give me a little more airflow. But lots of people love them and they're extremely popular. So now let's go in and check out the 2021 Nexus Viper 25V. Come on. So I'm noticing here is the heat vents, which is nice, and you should know that all of the heat venting in the Viper is through cabinetry, and the battery disconnect, light switches, slide, awning, all that stuff is right there. And there is a grab bar here. I just would like one out there. Now, there's also a control panel here that's looking at your water heater and your tanks. Oh, and this is where the slides are. So that's all sitting there. So I like that because it's not in the way when you're coming in the door, you're not hitting things. The decor of cabinetry is a bit dark, but then the upholstery and countertops and stuff set it off in contrast with lighter. So that's better, but it is still a tad bit dark for me. Cabinetry is nice, wood. There's some glass in here and quite a bit of space in there too. I mean, because remember, this being a B+, there's no cab over bunk, right? Big TV. I'm pretty sure it's about a 32-inch TV. And there is more storage. Oh, you know what? This TV is on a arm and can move around. So that's why it's kind of in the way right now. But lots of storage, LED lighting in there. The other thing that I'm noticing up here is you can see all the spots where a Velcro front cover would go to just give you more privacy. I personally like the light, but I get the point about privacy. Then you move around to the slide area and you get these nice colored, light colored recliners. Let me just pull that out. Ooh, there you go. They're very comfortable. They're nice. You get your drinks. You can put some stuff in here. There is a table here and room for some storage back there. So that's kind of cool. But, oh, there's electrical there too. What I'm noticing is these are recliners. That's it. They're not a fold-out bed. They're not a dinette. They don't have anything that you could hook a table up to. There is no table in here. So personally, that doesn't work for us. We need a space to eat and a space to work, and this just doesn't do it. Even some of them have, you know, the little table that hooks in here and comes around, and I don't see anything like that either. So a little disappointed about that. Nice storage, and these are on the struts to keep them open. It's quite deep and it goes the whole length. This decor is nice too. It's quite a silvery gray, and I do really like that. Remember those frameless windows that pop out like that? So not only do I think they're not giving me that much ventilation, but these chairs are blocking it. You're only getting half your window here, and it's the half where the air would flow through. So not loving that part either. Let's go over to the kitchen area. It's a bit small, but this is a smaller rig, so we have to take that into consideration. The countertop is like a thermal foil type countertop, no seams. There's a bit of a backsplash there and here, but you get that window there, which I really do like. Here is your sink. So it is a small stainless undermount sink. And of course, I would rather this be cutting board so that I could actually use it as countertop space. The other thing that would be wonderful is if it had a flip up. I would really like that. Just because you need more countertop. I mean, and you don't have a table, so you can't even do this, right? Well, I'm not loving that. That's pretty good storage up there. This is a convection microwave. Love that. That's a wonderful feature because then you can have a 2-burner propane stove without an oven.
3.
So, oh, it is 3. Sorry. Error. 3-burner propane stove, which I like because of the levelness it is, and then you don't have oven taking up space down here, so you get all that lovely storage. That is great. And more here. What is this light switch for? Oh, for under cabinet lighting. That's nice. just a little feature. I'm just looking though for an electrical, oh, it's right here, I bet you. Yeah, so there's electric and USB in this little puck right here. Nice. So, I mean, it's definitely functional, just a bit too small and needs a little more countertop or a table. Moving back, this is a huge fridge. I'm gonna say it's about a 7.3 or something, but it's a residential electric fridge, and that's why you need that 1,000-watt pure sine wave inverter. So you get a lot of fridge in here, just the rest of it is quite small. And you're still, I mean, it's nice to have that inverter and everything, but it's still going to take a lot of power, right? Okay, while we're here, let's take a look at the ceiling. You've got, and again, go back to that construction video because they do have very specific ducting in the roof for the AC. I believe it's a 13,500 BTU AC, LED lighting, and there is a vent here and one in the bathroom, just so you know that. Moving down to the floor, this does come, I think, in some lighter colors, but in here it's a bit dark, but it is all vinyl. It is slip resistant, stain resistant, crack resistant. It's resistant of everything, which hopefully is true because that's a wonderful feature. And to have all vinyl is just lovely. I do see some electrical here. We've got nice mirrors with a cupboard, lit, adjustable. So you could use that as pantry or you could use it for clothes storage. Also a nice lit closet. And underneath, hang on, is some nice drawers. So that's pretty good. And then underneath, again, because remember this is in a slide, is more drawers. So I'm super happy with that. That's a lot of storage there. And then I want to take you into the bathroom. This is tight. I have to say, like, that's my whole body there, right? From the door to the counter is, and then as I keep moving back, it's sort of, I run into the toilet. Okay, so now I'm squishing over to the other side of the toilet to get into the shower. Okay, once I'm in the shower, I feel more space, but it is still a fairly small shower, but you're in a small rig, don't forget that. This is a one-piece plastic surround that goes down to another piece for the base. It doesn't look like a click-together system because they have these fasteners here, but of course I don't see any caulking, so that's something that I would wonder about. Average tap, good shower, and then you get, these are a glass door, which is nice, but they're on a bit of a curved top here. And it goes like this and wraps around. So that's interesting, right? The toilet is up on this base here, but it's not too high. I mean, it's okay. I don't know. It's just that it's always awkward when they put something on a base like that. It is porcelain. It is a foot flush. I also want to mention that the door is a slider door. You know I love that. Check this out. Tons of countertop space. So that's great in this small little bathroom. Small sink, average taps, electric switches. Here is the storage space. So, I mean, the plumbing's kind of in the way there, but you do get 3 small drawers. Yeah, they're all the same size. You get a very nice mirror that is at an appropriate height and has quite a bit of storage space in it. So that's all good too. There is heat venting and AC venting in here, as well as, like I said, a fan. Then we move into the bedroom area. Now, you can actually walk around this bed, which is nice because that's helpful for making it. I like that there's some windows there. You can get some cross ventilation. I like that they don't have the boxes going down for the valances, let's take a look at what kind of blinds we're getting. Roller shades, so those are nice. Get some reading lights, and you get more storage with the struts. Loving that. That goes all the way through. You do get a little stand here, but I want to make this Corey's side because over there is a little cubby hole, and I love that, and it's big enough for everything I need. Now, what I want to know is there any electrical? Okay, there's electrical down this side of the bed, but I highly doubt there is over there. So I can have my water and my book, but Corey's going to have to manage the charging of my phone. Over here, you do get a TV, you do get a vent in the bedroom as well, and ducting, and heat ducting down there. Now, let's see what we got here. So this folds up. Okay, I get this. So let's talk about the Cracker Barrel factor, because that's what this is about. This is going to fold up, and then the slide, if you can see, there's a little base here, and that's the piece that moves. This is going to stay stable, and that slide is going to bring this mattress right up against the wall. So, how does the Cracker Barrel factor work? This bed's not going to be able to unfold without that slide being open. Sorry, I wish it was.
If you're single and you're not too long, you could go back in there.
You could.
Yeah, if you're not too long of a model.
Well, I know a guy. And he'd fit. You do get a privacy curtain, so that's nice too. So now let's take a look at how it is with the rest of this slide, because this is all one slide, remember, from the outside. So these cabinets are going to come in, but they're you're still going to be able to get into the bathroom. These seats are also going to come in, but you'll still be able to get into your kitchen. So the Cracker Barrel factor is not good because you can't sleep, but you can access your kitchen. You could sit and eat, except for you don't have a table, and you could get into your bathroom. So, I mean, depending on the places that you want to stay, that kind of thing, you could make it work, just not for sleeping. There's also seat belts in these seats, so I wanted to mention that, because when the slide is in, your passengers are sitting here, but they're always going to be facing this way, whereas if this were a dinette, they would be able to be facing out the windshield as well. I'm going to see if I can find out if there's any options for this arrangement to be something different. And I mean, I know some of you are recliner lovers, and if this is for you, then that's fantastic. Corey and I would need a dinette. Now, let's go take a look at what the cab space is like. Right, so the thing about the cab in these is there is a step down, but you really don't, you've got quite a bit of headroom. I mean, at least till you get here. And then it's padded, so. And then it is a bit of a climb getting into this passenger seat. Now, first of all, it's a very comfortable seat. I do have leg room, but for someone with longer legs, it would be tight. I'm thinking you can probably move this seat back a bit, but not a ton. And the thing that I know is already a problem for me is that I can't straighten my leg out very well, like it hits this centerpiece. So my legs are always kind of sitting cocked, and I know that for long drive days, I would end up with uncomfortable legs doing that. What I do like is this lovely big window. This is good. It seems close to me, but that's just because I'm used to the big Beaver Class A. The dash is good. We've got some cup holders and things. Yeah, so let me switch you places. It's just a bit tough climbing around. So once I'm over here, it's good. I think it's definitely more suited for the driver than the passenger. But the beauty of it is I could drive this, right? This is just all small enough and easy to turn and park and all of those kinds of things. So I think that I could definitely drive this with no problem. It's got all of the safety features and things. I do suggest taking a look at the brochure though, because I don't have a list of those safety features. But it's definitely a nice vehicle. So now let's take a look at the numbers on the 2021 Nexus Viper 25B. The GVW comes in at 13,500 pounds, and the cargo carrying capacity on this particular unit, 1,284 pounds. But remember when we were talking about that receiver hitch back there and how much weight it can tow? The ball weight of whatever you tow also comes out of that cargo carrying capacity, as well as all of the people and stuff that you put in here. So you have to calculate that all in, so it does seem kind of tight. You can upgrade this unit to the E450 chassis, and that would gain you about another 1,000 pounds in cargo carrying capacity. So I mean, just something for you to think about and keep in the back of your mind. Now I want to tell you about the other numbers. The length of this rig is 24 foot 8 inches. The ceiling height is 77 inches. The exterior height with the AC on top, which you gotta account for, 10 foot 7 inches. The width comes in at 8 feet. The freshwater tank is at 40 gallons, and the gray and black tank each come in at 28 gallons each. And the propane is at 12.2 gallons. The refrigerator is a 7.5 cubic residential refrigerator. The TV is indeed a 32-inch TV over the cab, but the one back in the bedroom is 28 inches, and that mattress back there is 60 inches by 74 inches. You get a 13,500 BTU AC and a 30,000 BTU furnace. And I don't know how long that awning was. Let me just see if it says on the back of here. It does not. Sorry, I don't know that exact number. And then there's that all-important price here at Travelland in Kelowna. It's a 141,897 Canadian dollars. You can click on the currency converter in the description to figure out the price for wherever you may be. If you've liked this tour, please give us a thumbs up. If we've provided you with any value, you can click the link in the description and buy us a coffee. We love it when you support us that way. We'd also love to hear from you. Leave us some comments and tell us what you think of this unit. If it's the one for you, that's really cool. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe. Click on these links at the end to learn more about the construction, or just to come along on an adventure and have fun with us. We love spending our time with you, and we appreciate that you spend yours with us. Thanks for watching.